Chosen one, listen closely because the moment you've been sensing is no longer coming, it has arrived. There is a divine force already moving on your behalf, and its pace is not slowing down. Everything around you is shifting, even the things you cannot yet perceive. What felt like delay was actually divine coordination behind the veil. You have been positioned with precision, not by chance, but by holy design. The silence, the isolation, the long nights, all of it was preparation for this sudden movement. Heaven has sent its wind, and it is blowing in your direction now. You don't have to chase it. It's coming straight to your door. You've prayed for change, but God is not sending change, He is sending Himself. This is not an idea, a teaching, or a feeling. It is His active presence invading your timeline. I am the Lord your God, and I have not forgotten what I spoke over your life. The delays were not denials, they were set-up stages for this supernatural arrival. Now I am stirring waters that have been still for too long. I am awakening promises that have been dormant in your spirit. I am breaking the limits that you accepted because of disappointment. I am doing it, and no one, not even you, can stop me. Your environment may still look the same, but your atmosphere has already shifted. What hasn't moved physically is about to catch up to what's already changed spiritually. Do not let your senses lie to your faith. What I declared over you is not subject to human timelines. I do not need man's permission to bless you. I do not require external validation to validate your destiny. I am the God who speaks, and creation responds immediately. That's the force that is moving for you now. Stop trying to figure it out. It's already figured into my plan. You keep asking for direction, but I'm giving you momentum. You're not stuck. You're being carried. When I move with fire, with power, and with finality. There will be no reversal of what I'm initiating in your life. This force is not temporary. It is permanent and prophetic. What once resisted you will now recognize you, because when I move, I don't ask permission. I enforce my will. You've been prepared in private for a move that will be seen in public. Don't question the timing. This is the moment I've been preparing you for all along. That sense of urgency in your spirit is confirmation, not confusion. The discomfort you feel is not instability, it's transition. I'm not just moving around you, I'm moving through you. You are not watching this from the sidelines. You are my vessel. And through you I will demonstrate what unstoppable favor looks like. You will become the proof of my power, not just the recipient of my promises. Do not shrink, do not apologize, and do not over-explain what I'm doing. They won't understand it because it wasn't assigned to them. Stop asking people for agreement when I've already given you an instruction. If they cannot discern the force behind you, that is not your problem. I will show them, not through your words, but through your transformation. I will silence the mockers through undeniable results. Your rise will not be subtle, because my hand on your life is not quiet. I've hidden you long enough. Now, I will reveal you. Every force that worked against you will now be used to lift you. What tried to break you will become the platform for your breakout. What held you down is now under your feet. This is not positive thinking. This is divine truth. I have declared it, and it is so. You are not fragile. You are chosen, equipped, and released. And everything that once intimidated you will now submit to you. Because my force does not just free, it establishes. You are stepping into a rhythm that does not come from hustle, but from heaven. You will not have to push doors open. They will open on approach. You will not have to convince people. They will be drawn to the glory on you. What you lost in the last season will be returned without sorrow. Because I do not restore, I increase. Stay ready, chosen one, because I am not slowing down. I am just getting started, and you are the one I've decided to use. Chosen one, everything that once delayed you is now being reversed by divine command. The interruptions you faced were not random. They were barriers I permitted only so I could break them publicly. I let the resistance rise so I could crush it in front of you. The very things that mocked you will now bow to the power moving within you. This isn't about compensation, it's about demonstration. I'm using your life as proof that I do not start what I won't finish. You didn't miss it, you didn't lose it, and you didn't fall behind. You're exactly on time for what I'm about to do. The battles you fought alone were not in vain. They were divine training. You had to walk through fire so you could carry this kind of fire. That's why others gave up and you couldn't. That's why quitting never settled in your spirit. I kept you breathing through moments that should have crushed you, because I was building a foundation that couldn't be shaken by mere circumstances. I had to test what I planned to trust. And now I trust you with this move. You don't need everyone to believe in what's coming. You just need to believe I'm behind it. This force doesn't require audience approval, it only needs obedience. And Chosen One, your obedience has moved my heart. I've watched you worship with no music. I've seen you believe with no sign. I've heard your yes when everything around you was screaming no. That's why I'm moving now. When I say now, I mean immediately, without delay, without warning, without hesitation. Some things will change without your effort, because I've decided to shift them myself. You will wake up to answers. You will stumble into opportunities. Doors you didn't knock on will swing wide because I am the one opening them. This is not chance, it is divine intervention. Let's lock this in. Smash that like button. Subscribe to stay connected to what I'm releasing through this channel. And drop 55 in the comments. It represents covenant and fresh alignment. Your obedience is about to pay off in ways you didn't know were possible. I will not only reward you, I will reward you openly. The elevation coming will be visible, undeniable, and irreversible. What I'm building through you will make sense in hindsight, but right now it's moving too fast for logic. You don't need to understand it. You just need to follow me. Stay where my voice is, move when my wind moves, and trust the process you already survived. I know what they said about you. I heard every whisper, every doubt, every sarcastic laugh. But I let them speak because I knew I would make you the answer. You are not what they expected, but you are exactly what I need. I didn't choose you to impress them. I chose you to establish my agenda. And now that you're in position, they'll see what I placed in you. Even your enemies will have to admit that I was always with you. I don't vindicate in silence, I vindicate with force. This is not a trickle, it's a flood. And once I release it, there's no going back to the old version of you. You've crossed a line in the spirit that can't be uncrossed. You've stepped into a realm where favor chases you down. You won't have to strive. You'll have to steward. I am not giving you another trial. I am handing you the outcome. You fought the battle, now receive the spoils. This is not the end of the war, but it is the beginning of your reign. The ones who tried to shut you down will have to watch you rise. I will bless you in the same territory where they buried your name. The same place they whispered will become the place I thunder my glory through your life. This kind of elevation cannot be explained. It can only be witnessed. You won't have to defend it. You won't have to promote it. I will do all of that through what I pour on you next. Just stay ready. Chosen One, the tension you've been feeling lately is not pressure, it's birth. You are not under attack, you are under activation. The intensity is not a sign of collapse, but of capacity being stretched. What's coming through you requires a stronger foundation, a deeper well, and a wider reach. That's why it's been uncomfortable. That's why nothing feels normal anymore. I'm not taking you in circles, I'm taking you deeper. You're not stuck, you're being expanded. I'm enlarging your territory, not for show, but for assignment. Every ounce of discomfort is a prophecy of the size of what's about to break through. When you felt everything shaking around you, it was me shaking loose what no longer fit. Some connections had to end. Some plans had to fall apart. Not because I was punishing you, but because I was protecting the purity of what's next. You can't carry this level of glory in old wineskins. You had to be made new. I gave you glimpses before, but now I'm giving you the whole picture. What was blurry is becoming clear. What was held up is now being handed over. Your name has come up in rooms you didn't enter. Your presence is being requested where your feet haven't yet touched. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. I have scheduled your arrival, and nothing can cancel what I've confirmed. You are not late. You were hidden for the perfect reveal. Do not second guess what I've already confirmed in your spirit. The hesitation you feel is fear, trying to wear a prophetic disguise. I've already told you what to do, now do it. Stop waiting for another sign when I've given you confirmation after confirmation. I'm not repeating myself because I don't need to. The instruction hasn't changed. The moment has just arrived. What you put off before, you must act on now. There is no safer place than in the middle of my will. You keep asking me to show up, but I'm asking you to step up. I've already moved, it's your turn. I didn't equip you with this fire just to watch it fade. I lit it so you'd walk into rooms and shift the temperature. Your presence is an answer. Your obedience is a weapon. Your voice is a key. And every time you speak what I've placed in you, atmospheres will bend. The time for playing small is over. False humility will not serve you in this season. I didn't invest this level of anointing in you so you could hide it. I want my power visible in you. I want my glory undeniable through you. Stop worrying about who will be uncomfortable. They were never your audience, I am. And I am pleased when you walk fully in what I gave you. The people who once overlooked you will now look to you, not because you changed your personality, but because I've revealed your identity. I am the one lifting you. I am the one making your name echo in places it's never been heard, and I'm doing it without your striving. This is not the season of hustle, it's the season of hosting my glory. Rest in me, walk with me, and I will take you further than effort ever could. This is your rising, and it's holy. The divine force moving now will not slow down for your doubt. It's already in motion, and it will carry you whether you feel ready or not. The river is flowing and you are in it. I am surrounding you with favor as a shield, and no weapon formed will prosper. Your steps are being ordered, and your path is being cleared. You don't need to force alignment. It's already happening. Just stay surrendered. And watch me finish what I started. Chosen one, I need you to hear me now more clearly than ever. This season will not look like the last one. What felt like silence is about to break with sudden answers. What looked like delay is about to explode with divine speed. I am not pacing your life according to the calendar of man. I am accelerating it according to the urgency of your assignment. You thought you were behind, but in my realm you're right on time. You thought you missed your window, but I am the window. I do not work with deadlines. I move with destiny, and your destiny is being activated now. Everything you lost in the last season was a seed. The tears, the time, the relationships, it all went into the soil of your purpose. And now I am commanding a harvest, not a small return, but a multiplied outpouring. I have counted every cost, and now I'm returning value. You will not leave this season empty-handed. I am releasing what eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. The reward will be so full, it will silence every voice that ever doubted you. You're not just stepping into breakthrough, you're stepping into overflow. This will be more than you need, more than you expected, more than you thought possible. And it's not just for you, it's for everyone assigned to your overflow. I bless you to become a blessing. I prosper you so you can fund the future. I raise you so you can raise others. You are not the end of the story. You are the vessel I'm using to write new chapters in others. Let go of the how. That's my domain. You don't need to predict the route when you trust the driver. I've already made the path straight. You just need to take the step. I don't require your certainty. I require your surrender. You keep asking me to remove fear, but I'm calling you to move through it. You want peace before the motion, but I give peace in the motion, and once you move, you'll see that I was already waiting on the other side. Chosen one, this is your turning point. What once resisted you will start to work for you. Even the systems that tried to reject you will end up promoting you. What used to drain you will now be under your authority. I am shifting you from survival to dominion. You are no longer trying to make it. You are about to manage it. And in the managing, you will multiply. What I place in your hand now will expand supernaturally. You are not being elevated for recognition. You are being positioned for impact. Don't chase applause, chase obedience. The honor you carry doesn't come from status, but from surrender. And those who carry my glory don't blend in, they stand out. Stop looking for where you fit. I didn't call you to fit, I called you to shift. And your presence in this season will do exactly that. You will shift rooms, shift culture, shift spiritual atmospheres, just by showing up aligned. You are about to witness the kind of breakthrough that changes your entire language. You won't speak from pain anymore. You'll speak from promise. You won't identify with loss. You'll testify from legacy. The language of your spirit is changing because the reality around you is catching up with the truth I already spoke. You will start to declare what I said without doubt. You will start to see what you say align with what I've said, and your words will carry weight because they are rooted in my word. This is not hype. This is not wishful thinking. This is a prophetic move, and you are in the middle of it. Stay grounded, stay surrendered, and stay ready. Because what's coming next is not a moment. It's a mantle. I'm not just blessing your life, I'm reassigning your position. You are moving into influence with authority, and I will be glorified through it all. Chosen one. The attacks that once broke you are now beneath you. I've shifted the battlefield. You're not on defense anymore. You're on assignment. You're no longer reacting to chaos. You're releasing order. I've placed authority in your mouth and fire in your steps. What used to intimidate you will now respond to your command. The enemy knows you're different. That's why the warfare intensified before the shift. But what he feared has now arrived. You are no longer the one being tested. You are now the one releasing impact. This divine force moving now is not just a breakthrough, it's a takeover. I'm reclaiming territory through your obedience. Every area the enemy tried to shut down is now opening with force. Where there was confusion, I am sending clarity. Where there was lack, I am releasing resources. Where there was delay, I am unlocking speed. And where there was silence, I am thundering through your voice. You are not just free, you are dangerous to darkness. You don't need to defend your calling. The fruit will speak for itself. The evidence I'm placing on your life will silence every doubter. There will be no need to explain, just walk in it. There will be no need to prove, just carry it. You were not called to argue for validation. You were called to manifest results, and those results are being released now. This next level requires focus, not explanation. You will not be able to bring everyone with you, and that's not rejection, it's redirection. I am pruning your circle so I can release greater clarity. Some voices had to go silent for you to hear mine clearly. Some relationships had to end so you could run without interruption. This is not personal, it's prophetic. I am clearing space for elevation. You are not being abandoned, you are being prepared. The loneliness you felt was the environment I needed to shape you without distractions. That season of silence was my workshop. I wasn't distant, I was developing. Every moment of isolation was filled with purpose. You weren't being ignored, you were being ignited. And now that the fire has caught, it will not go out. It will spread through everything you touch. The plans I have for you are too weighty to carry with unnecessary baggage. I am streamlining your spirit. I'm cutting away what cannot go with you into the next. Don't mourn what I've removed. Celebrate what I'm making room for. This is not loss. It's divine alignment. I am making you faster, lighter, sharper, clearer. Because what's ahead is heavy with glory, and you must be ready to run. What I'm doing in you now will make perfect sense in hindsight. Right now you're being positioned in ways that feel confusing, but soon the pieces will snap into place. Trust my angles even when you don't see the full shape. I don't draw in straight lines. I orchestrate in layers. And I never waste a step. Every moment of your journey has been data for your destiny. And now it's time to move in full alignment. Chosen one, your readiness is not based on your feelings. It's based on your yes. I didn't choose you because you were qualified. I chose you because you were available. I knew your heart was ready before your hands felt ready. I placed the mission in your spirit before your mind could understand it. Now it's time to walk it out. I will strengthen you as you move. Just don't stop, just don't shrink. Chosen one, this is the hour where hidden things are revealed and sealed things are opened. I am uncovering what was buried in you, the gifts, the insights, the fire that once flickered in private. What you thought was just potential is actually my power lying in wait. And now I'm calling it forth. No more delay. No more postponing your purpose to make others comfortable. What I've placed in you is too weighty to be hidden any longer. I didn't give you revelation for decoration. I gave it to you for transformation. You carry answers that this generation has been crying out for. The wisdom you fought for in the dark will now illuminate others in the light. You didn't go through all of that just to survive. You went through it to become a vessel. And now I'm filling that vessel with more than you can contain. You're not just being used, you're being poured out. I'm putting a demand on what I deposited in you, and you will not run dry. I'm not promoting you to impress anyone. I'm positioning you because it's time. This divine force is not chasing fame. It's fulfilling function. The assignment on your life requires visibility, not for ego, but for reach. The message you carry must be heard. The light you hold must be seen. and I will not let fear sabotage what I've scheduled. You are being sent now, not someday. Don't wait for applause, move in anointing. I am not interested in how many approve you. I'm interested in how many will be freed through you. This is not about audience size, it's about spiritual impact. One word from your mouth can shift an entire household. One step of obedience can trigger generational change. That's why I've been preparing you in silence, because the release will be loud, very loud. You will begin to see supernatural connections forming. People you've never met will be drawn to what I've placed in you. Doors you never asked for will open without knocking. Opportunities will track you down. Not because you tried, but because I've marked you. This kind of favor is not earned. It's assigned. You are stepping into divine momentum, and once it starts, it will not stop. You've been anointed to disrupt darkness. That's why you don't fit in shallow places. That's why you couldn't stay in cycles that others tolerated. I made you restless there on purpose, because I have greater places prepared. I didn't allow comfort because comfort would have killed your calling. The frustration was fuel. The discomfort was divine. Now go where I've sent you. Don't let your humanity talk you out of your divine assignment. I knew every flaw before I called you. I chose you anyway. This isn't about perfection, it's about obedience. My strength shows up strongest where you feel weakest. Stop rehearsing your reasons and start releasing my word. I've already gone before you. You just need to walk through. Chosen one, this final stretch is not for the faint of heart. It's for the faithful. The enemy will try to send distractions wrapped in urgency, but you must stay anchored. I have set your face like flint for a reason. You are not turning back now. You are not negotiating with what I've already defeated. I've brought you too far to let noise rob you of clarity. Keep your focus sharp. Keep your ears tuned to my voice. This is not the time to question if it's working. It's already unfolding. Seeds are sprouting even while you sleep. Moves are being made in rooms you've never entered. Angels are being dispatched on your behalf. And everything you need to fulfill the next phase is being delivered in divine timing. Don't watch for it. Walk in it. Don't guess. Go forward. Your faith has weight in the spirit realm. Every time you chose trust over fear, the atmosphere shifted. Every time you prayed when it didn't make sense, something was unlocked. I've been building momentum beneath the surface. And now I'm surfacing the momentum publicly. You will see what your faith has been working on in silence. The invisible will become undeniable. I am sending fresh oil upon your head. A new anointing for the new assignment. What was heavy in the last season will be easy in this one. What took effort before will now flow. Because this oil is not recycled, it is fresh, straight from heaven. I am renewing your strength, reviving your passion, and enlarging your vision. Don't try to do this with old tools. This is a new move, and it requires a new you. Before we wrap this up, hit that like button to lock in this word. Subscribe for more divine instructions and prophetic clarity. And comment 55, a number of divine covenant, order, and breakthrough alignment. Chosen one, hear me clearly. This force moving is not an emotional wave, it's a spiritual decree. I have declared it in heaven, and it is now manifesting on earth. You are living in answered prayers. You are walking in previously delayed breakthroughs. The windows of heaven are open, and you are standing in the rain of my provision. This is not fantasy, it's fulfillment. What I said is now what you see. Get ready to lead. I am not just calling you to receive, I'm calling you to guide. Others will come to you for wisdom you didn't study for, but lived through. Your scars will speak healing. Your testimony will birth faith. You are not just marked, you are multiplied. The same force that delivered you will now deliver through you. This is how legacies are built, in moments like this, where obedience meets opportunity, where surrender meets strategy, where you finally realize that you were never waiting on me, I was waiting on your readiness. And now, you are ready. So step, so lead, so rise, because the divine force is moving, and it's moving through you. Chosen one, you've reached the point of no return. The former things have passed, and behold, I am doing something so new it cannot be compared. This isn't revival of the old, it's the birth of the never-before-seen. I am setting you as a standard in a time where compromise runs rampant. Your life is not just a story. It is a signal to the earth that I am still moving with power. You are the proof that obedience unlocks realms. And your obedience has brought you here, into alignment, into favor, into divine fulfillment. Nothing that left your life was more important than what's coming. I am sealing your steps with stability. The days of wondering and wandering are over. I am giving you roots that will not be shaken by storms. Your inner world is catching up to the strength I've built into you through fire. You no longer live from reaction. You live from revelation. You don't wait on signs. You carry the signal. And every place your foot treads is claimed for my purposes. You are not hoping it will work. You are moving because it already has. This is the inheritance of the chosen, not just to receive miracles, but to become miracles in motion. You will carry what others only pray for. You will walk into rooms and change the spiritual climate without saying a word. Your presence is saturated with divine clarity. What used to make you question now causes you to prophesy. You speak what I speak, you move when I move, and you no longer negotiate with your authority. You are mine, and I am moving with you, in you, and through you. Let no voice, no lie, no delay convince you otherwise. This is the beginning of a new level of normal for you. This is the floor, not the ceiling. This is not temporary inspiration. It is permanent transformation. You are ready. Stay surrendered, stay alert, stay available. The divine force is moving, and it's moving now.